Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and the time you are seeing this video. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. Allegedly, they said the king Ooni of Ife blasted Mariam for trying to be threatening to fire his cook. You know, I don't know if you watch one of my videos, should be around last week, where they said a cook embarrassed and sent Mariam and Ronke out of the palace kitchen, palace main kitchen, because we do know that these Olories, they have their own quarters, and they said in their own quarters they have their personal kitchen, you know, that they don't cook for the king. They don't even come closer to the king's kitchen where the king's meal is being prepared. That is a very strict instruction from the king, and that can only happen when there is lack of trust. It simply means that the king did not trust his wives, and that is why he will give an order that a cook who take an oath before started cooking for the king, they will give him strict instruction that none of the Olories should come close to the kitchen. Hey, okay, but it looks as if Dr. Elizabeth is favored because she is the only one that is going closer to the kitchen. While Queen Naomi was in the palace, she is the only one in charge, you know. But since all this drama started, they said the king have given a very strict instruction that none of the wives should come closer to the kitchen. So, but during that period, they said Ronke and Mariam was embarrassed and sent out of the kitchen. They said they have they said, as in Ronke and Mariam said, that they have visitors and they needed a helping hand, and to prepare a big meal because maybe the number of their visitors was bigger than what they used to have before. So they said when they went to the kitchen, those people did not allow them, you know, as in the cook and some of the people that are helping him in the kitchen. They said they did not allow them in the kitchen because that is the king's instruction. And they said Mariam picked offense. Mariam and Ronke, they picked offense that they started quarreling with those people. And when the information got to the king, they said Mariam went and reported to the king that his cook embarrassed her and sent her out of the palace together with Ronke. So the king told them that it was his order that none of them should, you know, do that. But after that one has been settled, everybody was like, it is over. Only for Mariam to go and prepare a sack letter. And they said she came to the kitchen and dropped the sack letter to the guy because he's a male, you know. And before you know it, she went and brought another male cook. Recall that the king have sent all their male staffs out of the palace. The reason because the king believed that most of the dubious acts that is happening in the palace, that they are using the male folks to achieve that, because on their own they cannot do it, you know. So as it is now, there is no male staff in the palace right now, and you know that it is not all this dubious work that women will do. So they said Mariam sacked the cook and brought in a male cook, you know. When Dr. Elizabeth got to know about it, because from what we are hearing, they said that period that Dr. Elizabeth sacked about 3 staffs, which include about 2 cook, then that she replaced them. And the reason those people were sacked was because they were seen coming out of Mariam's chambers very late at night, of which there is an order that none of them should mingle with the Olories, that if any of them is catch or is caught doing that, the person will be sacked. So that is the condition. They said Dr. Elizabeth sacked 3 of them and replaced them. So the male cook that Mariam dropped a sack letter to or for is employed by Dr. Elizabeth. So when Elizabeth got to know about that, she was so angry at Mariam that she told Mariam, look, you don't have such rights, even if you used to have it before. Because when I know say before now, Mariam was in charge, but recently Dr. Elizabeth has taken over. So they said Dr. Elizabeth went and reported the matter to the king. That look, oh, see what Mariam did. Mariam sacked my employee and all of that. So they said the king summoned Mariam and told Mariam, look, oh, you don't even have any right to go close to my kitchen. You know, because Mariam was like, he insulted me, he embarrassed me, he have no rights, he have no such right, I am the wife, this and that. They said the king have made it clear to Mariam that, look, oh, none of my wives, except the one I have given my permission to, should go close to my kitchen. Whether you are first wife or you are last wife, you don't have any right until I say go, because I trust people who go close to what I eat. I trust people. It's only people that I trust that is very close to my kitchen, because that is where what I eat comes from. Because they say one of the reasons those guys embarrassed Mariam and Ronke is not because they wanted to cook, but because most of the things they used to cook for the king are being stored in the refrigerators in the kitchen. It's not all about using the kitchen and all of that. No, it's because of those things that they used to cook for the king are there. And you know, these women, they are not trusted. They are not trustworthy. The king did not trust them. So they can do anything. And that is why what those people are avoiding. Because if anything goes wrong, the people that will be held responsible are the people in the kitchen and not Mariam and Ronke. They might even deny ever entering there, if not maybe that they may be captured through the CCTV camera. But if there's nothing like that and anything goes wrong, they will deny the fact that they entered that kitchen. So in order to avoid those things, that is why they said those people send them out, you know. And that is why they said Mariam dropped a sack letter for the guy and replace him immediately. But when the king know about the king, so no, it is never going to happen. I know that ever since I relieve off duty, I relieve all your male staff duty, that ever since I sack all your male staff, you have not been yourself. Because most of the evil things that you used to do, some of them have just been limited or cut off, because they are the ones that are doing it for you. And the reason why you went and employed this male folk is because you wanted him to be doing most of those evil things that you used to do for you, because on your own you cannot do it, but you use them to do them. And from that note, the person is never going to stay. They said the king sent that person out with immediate effect and brought back the other person that was there before Mariam dropped the sack letter. So they said Mariam started crying, saying that, oh, you don't trust me, this and that. Yes, so the king did not trust Olori Mariam and the rest of them in the palace, except Dr. Elizabeth that have given the king the reason to trust her. And that is why the king will allow her go close to the kitchen, or even to employ someone that will be cooking for the king. You see that the king, let me tell you, apart from Queen Naomi, the next person that the king see as a wife in that palace is Dr. Elizabeth. So, and I know that it's not going well with Mariam and the rest of them, but it is their character that leads to that. Had it been she entered and started behaving like a wife, I don't even think the king will still go for other wives. So my people, I don't know. What do you think about it? Please share with us on the comment section. Don't forget that they are all alleged information, okay? Always bear that in mind. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you are yet to subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. Give this video a thumbs up and share it. My God will bless you. Bye for now. Love you guys.